morning. Welcome to Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Woohoo, it's Saturday. Love Saturdays. Some of you might have like 1 week of school left. Some of you might be out of school. Some of you might be still working every day. I'm so sorry. Just kidding. I'm going to show you something today that I was super excited about when I saw it in the catalog. But then when I got it, I was excited. Then when I used it, I was like super excited. So I'm excited to show you, something called Extraordinary. I am Extraordinary Flora. So let me show you. It's in the annual catalog, and it is on page 84. Just sometimes they go back a page. Okay, so it's on page 84, and what it is a stamp set, a stamp that is one big stamp. Okay, so I don't know, there you go. One big stamp, and then we've got some words, and then it's one die. That die cuts out everything, one die. And then we also have a washi tape. So super, super, super duper cool. Really, really fun. And you can see right here on page 85 shows you the picture of how to do it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not sure, but okay. So now I do know, and I'm going to show you because it is very fun. All right, so I am going to use basic beige as my card base. So let's go ahead and fold that. I'm going to use my matte and this, my acrylic. My matte because it's photopolymer, and my acrylic matte because I'm going to go off the edge. All right, I'm going to stamp basic beige on basic beige, okay? And I'm going to stamp the entire, I'm going to ink up the entire thing, the entire stamp. It's a big one. And I'm going to go across, let me just see here. I'm going to go across this way. It doesn't really matter if my card goes up and down or side to side. It's not going to matter. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, do one more. And this one is going to go right about here. There we go. Okay, so what a great background. Look at that, 2 stamps, and it's such a great background. I haven't decided which way I want to go with this card. The one I made, I did this way, but I'm still deciding. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use some white, and I'm going to show you this washi tape. So the washi tape is a little tricky to get it unwrapped, but once you get it, you're good. All right, so I'm going to pull this out, and if I look at my die, yeah, it goes this way. You can see that, you can see this one right here, this rose goes right in that spot. So we're going to go all the way up to the next one. Sorry. Oh, no, it's this one. I'm like, wait, I know it. This one right here is the one that's at the top. So I'm always going to go to that space. Now, sometimes the flowers are purple, like here. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're yellow. They're all different colors, the little flowers are. So let's go ahead and cut this before I get it stuck to anything else. I'm just going to hold it up like that. Cut my washi tape. That's okay. I like to fold a little corner down just so I can get it up next time. So I'll just fold that little corner down. Okay, so I'm going to stick this onto white, regular white cardstock. And oops, got a little wrinkle there, but it's washi tape, so you can just pick it up. It's kind of like wallpaper, sort of. All right, there we go. Oops, got another wrinkle. And I want to use that flower, so I definitely want, there we go. Maybe. All right, so there's my washi tape, all on my white piece of paper. I am going to go ahead and run this through, and you can see that this fits perfectly. Look at that. I'm going to lift it up so you can see it. Look how great that fits on there. Isn't that good? It's so cool. So I am using my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So I'm going to trim this to the edge because this will fit on there. I did check that out. All right, so I'm going to close up my ink for a moment here because I don't want to get it all over. So we're going to die cut this out. How cool is that? I have not seen anything like this from Stampin' Up! Before, and I haven't even seen something like this anywhere. So I am actually going to use a sticky part of a Post-it note to hold that on there and build it on here. Just to hold that on there to make sure. I've run it through a couple times, and one time I was a little bit off, and I didn't like all the white that I could see, because if you get it just perfectly, it just is so nice. So I'm just going to stick that there to hold that on. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Woo-hoo-hoo. This is the fun part. Okay, let's push that through. Uh-oh, didn't make my E. You know, you have to make an E. So this middle one, see how the middle one's sticking out? That's not going to work. The middle one has to be, you make an E. So this bottom one is sticking out, and the top one, there you go. Even just a little bit like that. I think that'll take it through. And it's still good because it's, no, oh, a little bit more. Okay. Well, at least it's taped on there. So I'm going to make it a little bit greater of an E. Do you see that? See what I'm talking about? The E right there. One's out, one's in, one's out. In case you're wondering what are you talking about, E? But this, there we go. If you can't get it to go through, oh, it did move a little bit. That's okay. That is the problem if you can't get it to go through. That, you gotta make your little E. All right, so the bottom moved where I didn't tape it, but that's okay. We can still use it. So now all of these flowers are, boom, just flowers, right? Isn't it so pretty? This one was super close to the end, the bottom. Same with this one. So we may not use that one, or we may tuck it under something else. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, throw that away. So isn't that cool? I was super excited. I mean, ran it through. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. There we go. All right, let's set that aside and turn all these over. Okay, so I am using, I'm going to do it this way this time. I am using, these are the banners, the party banner dies. They are awesome. Look at all the sizes. Look at how big they get. This one is a fairly small one. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one in, I believe, 6th one in. So, but so many fun. I am loving this, the banners. Okay, so we're gonna stamp on this and then decorate this. So let's get my mat back out, set my flowers aside, and I'm still gonna use the basic beige. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to use Thankful Garden and this Thankful for You friend. And remember, it's bigger than what it looks like here. It's pretty big. So I'm going to stamp that Thankful for You friend on here. Just like that. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that, oh, I see it right there. Okay, we're gonna have to get that off and do one more time. Let's get that off. That will not do unless it's a little, nope, it's on there. Okay, we will flip that over and try one more time. Thankful for You, friend. There we go. Okay, good. And then we're gonna decorate this, and it's gonna go on our card. And actually, we're going to put it on the card first, and then we're going to decorate it. So I'm going to pop this up. And using my strips, I can pop it up. What are you guys doing today? What are you doing on this Saturday morning? All right. So before I actually pop that all the way up, I want to put on some linen thread. And I'm going to wrap it around the whole card, and the bow is going to end up over here. So I've got a couple of pieces here. This is at the end. So we'll see what we got for that first. Can it go around 2 times? That's kind of what I want. I definitely want a bow. So let's just see. Oh, yes. We have plenty. Plenty. Let's pull this way and this way. There we go. All right. And I'm going to tie this in a knot, and then I'm going to tie it in a bow, because I find that linen thread is very hard to just tie into a bow because it doesn't stay. It's kind of slippery. So we can always move it once we can move it up or down once we've got it knotted. Okay. Loosen that up a little bit. Go ahead and tie our knot. There we go. All right. I'm going to spread these apart just a little bit. There we go. And make a bow on this side. We don't need that right now. Just make a little bow here. There we go. I don't like the way that turns. Let's try another one. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Get my twine sort of straight maybe, or so it's going side to side so it's not wonky. There we go. That's better, I think. Okay. So just pull that a little bit, and that's all good. If I don't want this to curl up, it's because it was the end. I'm going to just take my finger and pull it down a little bit. And I'm not going to worry about the other one, but I will shorten that one a little bit. Okay. So now I'm ready to put on my Thankful for You friend. I just love this background and how easy that was to do. Just a quick and easy background. This is my last one right here. Okay. All right. So this is going to go right here. All right. Now we've got these fun flowers that we can decorate with. So I'm thinking that maybe we want to, I'm going to put this one down there. So let's grab some adhesive. Of course, you could pop it up again. I think I'm good with I might pop up something, but you can put whatever you want, wherever you want. I'm going to put it right. Put it like that. Okay. And then up here, I'm going to build a couple different, like when I say build, meaning I'm going to do a couple, make it look full, very full. And then you could, if you wanted the same exact thing on both sides, you'd cut out another one so that you could have 2 of whatever it is that you wanted. But I'm good to use just this. I will pop up this one, I think. Let's just grab a little dimensional, or 3 or 4. And we're going to go ahead and I just think it's so pretty. What do you guys think so far? What do you think? Let's put that like that. Oh, it's pretty. All right. And what else can we put on here? Okay, that's the one we want to trim off that end a little bit because the washi tape was there. So if I'm going to use this one, I'm going to tuck it under like that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with it because I don't want that flat edge so much. So just tuck this under there. Okay, I think we need to come closer, and I'm going to grab this, and let's go. Oh, are we super close? We were super close. Okay, we'll leave it there. All right, let's see what else. Any others we want to put on here? Maybe some more flowers. I'll add another one there. We can pop that one up. So you can see you can do anything you want with, I just took your mouse. You can do anything you want and build as much as you want here. All right, do we need anything else? I think it looks good. What do you think? Put something here. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, let's go ahead and I can see that this adhesive is just about out, but I'm going to hang on to it for a little bit longer. There we go. Ooh, I think it's pretty. What do you think? I like it. And so these other ones, I could either take this one and pick it up. I could pop that up if I wanted one. Maybe I do want one down on the bottom, popped up. Let's do that. It's not quite the same flower, but it doesn't matter. There we go. So pretty. So pretty. And then inside, I don't think I have my, I usually put a piece of white paper inside, which I do not have, but I'm just going to, you could decorate the inside with a little bit of something like that. And then these other little pieces, I would keep in a little baggie, in a little envelope in here. I'm sure I have some. Oh, I don't. Okay, so, but I'm going to save those except for this one. I'm not going to save this one. This one's kind of off. So I'm going to toss that one. But there we go. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. I love it. Okay, let me show you the one I made, the previous one. This is going up and down this way. Oh, there we go. See how to wait in that one? Isn't that pretty? Look at those. Oh, I think they're gorgeous. I think this one actually needs one little flower down here, and I am going to stick it on with a glue dot. As I look at it, it needs just a tiny bit more right there. Okay, aren't those pretty? Yay! All right, I'm going to show you another card that I made with this same Extraordinary Flora. Now, of course, you could stamp it and color it. If you like to color, you could totally color. That's another option. I didn't make one with that this time. Do you remember the other day? Maybe you don't, but the other day I used the really fun letters and I made it say hi. And I had strawberry slush. So I wanted to finish the card. And then as I was die cutting these, I was like, oh, we could make that kind of fun. That could be cute, you know, with a little bit of flowers there. So I just added a couple of flowers there to make that a little bit more fun. All right, I have one more card, but I just love this. I think it's so pretty. All right, I have one more card for you. So I'm going to set that aside. And I have one more to make and then one to show you. Okay, this one, I am going to start with my thick white cardstock. And I am using Summer Splash. I love, love, love this color. I just cut a tiny bit and then, hang on a second. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. I just cut a very small bit off because I'm going to just have one little bit of this Summer Splash showing. So it's going to be framed kind of like that. All right, so let's go ahead and put these together. So pretty. So pretty. Yeah, it's just fun because it's a little bit shiny because it's kind of like a sticker. I don't know. I just think it's really fun. Something totally different. All right. I'm going to stick this on here like that. Awesome. Then I am going to use, I die cut one of these from our Spotlight on Nature. And just as a reminder, Spotlight on Nature has a whole bunch of these layered circles. Love, love, love them. And there's three different patterns. So you've got these little stitching right here. You've got the little flowers, and then you've got this like the ridges. But so that's called Spotlight on Nature. Love it. Okay. Now, oh, here's where I put my extras. I put some extras right in this little thing, which is where I'm going to put these. Pop those in there. Okay, so we're going to use this and we're going to use that. So I think I'm going to pop up the whole thing. Maybe I'll just pop up the white. Let's go ahead. I do see one piece here, just one or two that needs to be pushed out. That one and that one and that one. And one more right there. Awesome. All right, this Summer Splash color is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of Bermuda Bay. Yeah, just thinking about what I'm doing. All right, I am going to go ahead and put this one on. I'm going to pop this one up a little bit with my Edge of Dimensional. Love the edge. You know, it's kind of like strips. All right, so I'll put that on, that, and that. And I know you're thinking, wait, don't you want to stamp on it? I will, but not quite yet. All right, so there is that. And hang on here. There it is. All right, that's right. Okay, then I am going to decorate this. I'm going to actually stamp on here. I cut out the little banner from the Stylish Shapes dies. You know, you've heard me talk about those a million times. I do love them. Okay, and I'm going to decorate this. My words are going to be here. I did cut one a little bit bigger so I can have that back so it shows up on the white. The word will show up there. Dave, can you grab me Summer Splash ink? I am just going to cut this so it mimics that. Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. And I was thinking I'm going to use one of the words from here. Congratulations with love for the extraordinary couple. Let's go with congratulations. Congratulations. Could be wedding. Could be anything. Let's move this one off the block. The block. Ooh, I've got ink all over. Let's clean that off for a second here. There we go. There we go. Now it's clean. So I have a big congratulations stamp, and today I pulled it off my block, but I wasn't very careful, and I ripped it. I think it'll still work, but I'm sad that I did that. That was a bummer. Okay, woo woo, things are flying all over. Okay, we're gonna stamp that in Summer Splash. Our little congratulations. There we go. I'm gonna stamp it all the way to the right because the left is gonna tuck under. So, okay, let's close this up. We haven't even gotten to the fun part of all that. All right, so I'm gonna let up this side. I'm gonna layer that on there, just like that. So put a little adhesive there, like that. That's pretty. I like that. All right, so that is going to sit here, and the flowers are actually going to cover this side and then underneath. So it is going to, actually, we need to die cut one more, right? Because if we don't die cut it, grab some white cardstock here. Woo. Let's try it on vanilla because that's what I have. So let's see. I would think it would work pretty similarly. So let's go ahead and do that again. Remember, we want to go up to that flower, right? This flower right here. See how these are red? The other ones were purple. So let's go. I'm going to go to the side like that. Oh, it's kind of pretty a little bit with the vanilla. A little bit more of a vanilla color. Okay, I don't want to get that purple one. Oh, that's another thing you can do is have a little piece of paper there. Okay, we'll see. I'm going to cut this off and grab my die, grab my plate, and grab a Post-it note. So many things we need here, but I only want to use this. Okay, here we go. We got this. We're going to put it just like that. All right, so I'm going to line up the top. That's pretty good. Just stick that on there like that. And then holding it still, I'm going to line up the bottom because last time I did not line up the bottom and I could see that it moved. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and run this through. Okay, we got 1, 2. Hang on, it's stuck. Yeah. Okay, 2 has to go earlier, has to go before. And this one, make sure my whole thing is on there. Oopsie. Well, I can tell that's really helping. Maybe I need to do it on the side. Let's try that again. get that all lined up. And maybe I'll try it on this side. Maybe do right to the plate. Maybe that would work well. There we go. All right, and I'm going to squish it just to make sure it doesn't move. Okay. There we go. All right, let's run that through. And then we're going to make a really pretty card with those pieces. I just love that you get so many different pieces. That's better. Ooh, yeah. Look how pretty that is. Move those out of the way. Love it. Love it. Love it. Put those away. Here we go. Last one. There we go. That's got them all. Okay. Now we are ready to, I didn't stick this in yet because I want to see what we're going to do here. We also have these that we can use. So I can see how you would just continue to gather more and more. Can you see that? All right, let's do, I'm going to do this one. How I did on the other one, maybe, I don't know. I just think it's so pretty. All right, let's just start sticking down. I think you kind of have to just start, like just go with it. So I'm going to put that there. And let's put this one like that. Kind of up there. That one needs a dimensional if it's going to be there because it's sort of off the edge. So let's just grab a little one and stick it right here. And that should hold that. Yep. All right. So put that there. Pretty. This I'm going to have come around. I'll tuck it under there. Kind of feel like a florist a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to put it up. Maybe I will put it down where I thought. Down there, like that. Okay. And what else do we have here? Oh, the big rose. We're going to put the rose down on the bottom. Right there. I think that'll be pretty. I kind of like it this. I kind of like it that way. I think go either way. All right. Let's keep going. We're going to do a few more things. Make a few more. Let's see here. I do kind of like these roses. And since I have a couple, I have 3 or 4, I'm going to use those. Let's stick that down here. Because I am going to want to cover, like I said, this side right here. So maybe I'll go ahead and stick this on. Now that I'm convinced I'm happy with where it's going to be. I want that to overlap that just a tiny bit. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Congratulations. I'm going to move this one down just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. And let's see what else we need. Huh. Oh, the roses. That's what I was looking for. Like this one is another one with that same, the same. Oh, maybe I'll put that right there. I don't think you can go wrong. I think you can just build and build and build and do whatever your little heart desires to make it really, really full or really, really pretty. I'm going to make the rose go up, actually. Okay, what do you think? I like it. I'm trying to see, do I need anything else? So this one and the rose are kind of funny because like it's just different to me than the others, but I think those could look cute. I've got a couple of those like on one card. Let's see what we've got here. That's a little bit different color, kind of this color. Here's a little green sprig that we could tuck in right there. All right. I don't know. It kind of looks good the way it is. What do you think? Should I stop? Is more or is less more? All right. And I'm going to grab, I want to cover that. So that's part of what I'm going after right now. Is going to build something right here. Let's just see how that looks. Oh, I like that one. That's similar to that one. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it this way. No, I'm going to do it the other way. Okay. Let's stick that one on. Put that under that rose a little bit. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to town. I'm going to do one more rose right here. I mean, I'm just going to keep going. Oh, it's gorgeous. All right. I think that'll be my last one. I really, really just could do the whole card with all these flowers. So pretty. All right. Okay. So we've got that. And I was thinking, let's see, that we should put some gems. I don't know. Think that's too much or you think it's fun? I think it's kind of fun, but I'm going to put these. These are the iridescent faceted gems. They are current. I just went through all my gems to see what's current and what's not because I was getting confused. So I'm going to put them, move that up a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Do we need, I don't know that we need any, but let's go ahead and make a bow anyway. Let's make a double bow in white. Push all my flowers back. What do you think? Pretty? Too much? Maybe too much, but I do think it's pretty, so it's all good. All right, where's my middle? There's my middle. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put it around. I was going to do bunny ears, but this is probably a little bit easier. There we go. Perfect. And by doubling it, it makes it a little bit thicker, gives me a little bit more. And I'm going to put that right there with the glue dot. Glue dot. Okay, I had them right in front of me. Here they are with a glue dot. There it is. Oops. Don't want it there. I actually pulled that out. I wanted it right there. There we go. All right. Ooh, isn't that so pretty? What do you think? I think it's very pretty. I think you could do more, or you could do this much, or you could even do obviously a lot less. I just think it was kind of hard to stop, honestly. All right, I'm going to show you. So we've made that, and we made this one, right? A little bit different colors because this one had more of the purple. This has more of the red flowers. I want to show you one more that I made. Look how cute this card is. So this card is on our thick white cardstock. I'll put a little piece inside. And all I did was I ran this through. This is I was going to say doilies. That's not right. The 3D embossing folder. Can you see what it is? Eyelet. That's what it is, eyelets. So I ran it through 3D embossing folder, then just punched out a circle so I could stamp on something that was flat and didn't have the 3D embossing. And then just went ahead and started sticking around and used this nice linen ribbon. And that's it. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. All right, I'm going to put these, all my little pieces, in this little container and keep saving them. So there we go. So does this need gems? I don't think so. All right. So there you have it, using Extraordinary Flora with the die and the washi tape and making these beautiful, oh my goodness, beautiful cards. Aren't those so fun? I just think they're gorgeous. I kind of like this one. I think that one's one of my favorite because I like the background. So there you have it. Extraordinary Flora is amazing. It's extraordinary, actually. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making those. I think it's really, really fun to make. And I'm curious if you put this on different colors, what it might look like. I don't know. I hope you have a great Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. So come back then. And until then, happy stamping.